Hi, I'm Stevee Dee, owner of Night Sky Sound, recording studio here in Los Angeles. I'm a keyboard player, sound designer, synthesist, and I've recently gotten into restoration and refurbishing of vintage synthesizers. We specialize in all things vintage, microphones, outboard gear, but particularly vintage synthesizers, analog synths. So welcome to my show. Today, I want to talk about a very special Moog synthesizer, the Little Phatty. This synth was released in 2006, and it was the first synthesizer released by Moog Music after the passing of Dr. Moog, and that's why this one is called the Tribute. And this one is special because only 1,200 of them were made. There's, if you look at the back, it has Bob Moog's personal autograph stenciled across the back, and it separates it from the later Stage and Stage 2 models. It also has cool blue indigo and purple LEDs, whereas the Stage and the Stage 2 have orange and red. So this is it's a very cool synth aesthetically. And this is also very near and dear to me because I did have a hand in beta testing and input into the final stages, if you will, before it was released. So yes, I did cooperate with Moog Music in the final beta testing stages before it saw the light of day. So let's talk about some of the cool features of the Little Phatty. Little Phatty, 2 oscillators. It is all analog. Waveforms continuously sweepable from sawtooth all the way through to pulse. There is a sync feature. You can do FM, with the modulation sources. There's a very cool modulation generator, or LFO, in addition to the 2 audio oscillators. It does have glide, or portamento, if you will. The filter is a nice 4-pole low-pass filter, which has a new feature called overload. And in conjunction with the feedback or the resonance, you can get some really nasty, growly, unique sounds that really cut through a mix, whether you're doing EDM or rock music. It's a very cool feature they added to the Little Phatty series. 2 envelope generators, one dedicated to the filter, one dedicated to the VCA. Very extensive MIDI implementation, which you can access through the master section. There's a cool display that takes you through all the panel page programming in the master section. It also tells you all the parameters that you're editing when you tweak a sound. So very intuitive, very cool. And this synth is also special because we used it a few years back on a track that was done in conjunction with and featured Snoop Dogg. So this is a very special synth for 2 reasons. My working with Moog Music, and also this was the very one that was used on a Snoop Dogg record. So, very, very cool synth. Just give you an idea, some of the sounds. Here's a bass sound. What else we got here? Signature Moog, prog rock sounding square wave lead, something you'd hear on a Yes record or an ELP record or anything from Genesis to Gentle Giant. Signature Moog. So although this isn't a mini Moog, it's not it's not a vintage Moog, it still sounds great, and the price point was perfect. Because before this, the only synth that Moog Music had was the Voyager, the Mini Moog Voyager. That was the first real successful product that Bob Moog had after he reacquired Moog Music in the 2000s. But it was pricey. It was anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000, depending on which version. There were several versions of the Voyager. So this was the first affordable. I believe the street price on this was around $1,200 or $1,300. So it was a great synth. For that reason alone, it brought Moog back to the masses in a very affordable way. So again, Little Phatty, newer Moog Music product led to many newer products like the Stage, led to newer products like the subsequent 37, the Sub Phatty, and everything that's been released since was started with the Little Phatty. So thanks again for tuning in. This is we'll get more in depth with the Little Phatty and more episodes. But thank you for tuning in. Look for us on the web, www.nightskysound. Also look for us on Instagram @nightskysound. See you soon. Thanks again.